drilling 망고체라 기진사 바사 아니 제가 교원아 디 아니 교원아질라 다 저와디 남시 있어야 돼 개주무쇼라 남시 시와 남시라디 네 개주무쇼 차가요 레스와
So previously we've been talking about rebirth, the previous and the coming birth, and we had a discussion on that on Friday. So talking about rebirth here, the consciousness is a very important subject. There's a connection.
제가 다교 나지기 나 단다랑 저 단다스 메제디나라와 단다 메제디나라이나 남시라디 셰발라디 아니 개좀뭐 쉬우지 차기요 레스로 혼자
So talking about rebirth now also in this life, the consciousness is very important.
그래서 내가 그러는데 단다지 삼노다야로와지 카레나 쇼베 야라네 건다 마니에서고 삼노 직당아 미 지직심나는 직 텐den요 선바주도 선바주면도 말레가 대치기 레가 대치기미 로아지 칼레이나지 직텐 만저 템버로지 간도되고 두수 상마 쉐버로 아니 되게 알아서 딜라고도 이모션라이즈라고도 하다 베젠데서 초월에 초와 이모션라이즈 상마 초와 아니 되게 먼저 스트레스 레로 anxiety zero depression zero panic zero 두수 상마 쉐버레스 두수 상마 쉐버레스로
So, for example, when we wake up in the mornings, how is it? Sometimes we're happy, we're not happy, and we're thinking about what work to do. Do I do this work? Do I do that work? All this comes from memory. So all of it also is kind of feeling. And this stress, anxiety, depression, panic, and all this is consciousness.
다심 가와이나 지나시나 직샘단 범해봐 당기셔야지 무슨 되고 봐 근데 내가 저지 참바세요 제와 세로 참바세로 띵지 시업세요 닝지잔도 상마 쉐버해도 상마 쉐버스로
So in general, talking about consciousness, it's loving kindness, it is memory, it is concentration, it is wisdom, it is compassion. All this is consciousness or mind.
다들 단단 저 치기 속 들어와 속도 저 다스톡스타는 저다속 코란다 쉐바 마르와다 그러와 속 먼저 다 디지션이야 거라 저 남바기 최들라 주어도와 요바직다 요도와 매바직 데지니체로 다 요도와 메니들라네 딱바스치네 라고요라스 요도와 메니들라 딱바스치로 아니 요도와 메니들라네 미다바스치 요도와 메니들라 미다과스 요도 메니들라 다과스다 디제니나나 듀도고라 장말로
So talking about form or the body, form, then form is not consciousness, body is not consciousness, and it's good if we know about this. So we Buddhists here in the Dharma, we say there are two divisions. One is things change, and the other one, things don't change. So we call this, when they are changing or becoming, We call this impermanence, and when they are not changing, we say this is permanence. So the division is impermanence or permanence. We have these two divisions.
다 되네 주어도에 예디나라 대전숨치그래로 숙스 직제로 베나도 숙스다 단다 베나 강바다 아니 추단 로다 전 조즈다다 미기 통하여 요도 리다 숙 그때전에 하장 야첨으로 다 팅두게 세리고 모던 산데스도 패진 속이 가나 다제 숙천부여를 와 혼자 속디 미기 통하여래 속들라 체제여를 와 다제시여고 속들라 속고디 남외나래 야심부시다래 데 속리그도 데젠치그레스로
직투 타마양이었어.
속디 데젠치
데젠치.
그룹치
So now we are talking about the changing things. So in there, again, we have three divisions. And the first one is the form. So the form, what are they? They are like houses or it's all the things we see or water. And so all these impermanent things, they are form. And the scientists, they actually do a lot of examinations on these. There are different substances, everything we can see actually. These substances, they are examined by scientists. So this is actually one division we also do in the Dharma, the form.
대전직 디 셰발라들과 다 셰바디 단다 단지가지고 콘디 셰송아 아장게 다디 셰바당 숙디 베디 로가 베디 로가랑 올로가 숙인기 셰와인기 요 말에 셰와인기 수인기 다 지당시나 요 말에 당한도 로라 남베시군의 셰위나 다 어딘데스 대전직 다 셰바당기 콘드 also Sheinba, die Yawa Mumbu Sheinba, dann Ranzo Tajil, also Geshe Uresra.
So now we're coming to the second division, which is the consciousness or the mind. And so we also need to know about this one. And when we're talking about consciousness, we cannot say it's the body. So if we know consciousness, we do not know the body. And when we say body, we cannot say consciousness. If we know body, we cannot know the consciousness. So they're completely different. And taking the consciousness or the mind, then again, there are many different kinds of divisions.
다드네 속 마인기 셔 마인기 직샤고라 베나노즈 투도와 투도즈 유어도 요라 이나고 속 말에 셔 말에 아니 되네 먼저 박자디다 박자하고라 박자들라다 개외 박자는 기외 박자 쇼조라 먼저 약보신야 그 두부신야 다데 박자디 하장자 좀 물어봐 제가 아는 알아서 밀라야디 쉐와에 말에 소 말에 먼저 미시야도 먼저 밀라야디 간산디 미디 쉐와에 말에 소위 말에 이나고 미다고를 유어두거로 딜래야 데민두지로
So there are also things which aren't form, and there are things which aren't mind or consciousness. So one, for example, is time, and another one is imprints. And these imprints, they're also incredibly important. We need to know these imprints. We need to know about this. And another one is we humans. Actually, we are not consciousness and we are not form. And but we are impermanent. We are changing all the time. So all these things which aren't form or consciousness, they are called non-associated mental factors.
다드네디 남기가서 남시에서야죠. 실라디 이거는 다 고기 어디 가래라 인디 샤바세야디 뭐 갈라데 아니 세시릭바라고 요레스바 세 신릭바 세세야디 유기 넘버야 지 통야시도 와 미게 지 통양부도 와 미다 미시딜라 세쇼요레 아니 미파 좀도야 신나지 샤된 주시도 와 이 세베지고 와 아니 리볼라데 건 짐바르와 세버디 짐바르와데 투즈 군이 나 투즈시래 요말 바룰라와 어디 세시리바스 셰바스 어디 곰잠나 하고 그래 곰잠나 셰바스에디 하고 그래 니 곰잠 메시지 셰바 다제시로다 제곰신 대제 하고 가고라다 렐하웨
So, what is the essence of mind or consciousness? The essence of mind consciousness is clear and knowing. So, what is clear? It is when we look at an object, we hold an object. So, our eye consciousness is looking, grasping, holding the object. And this is actually, we can see it clear. And then knowing is, so it's a knower which clearly knows something. And for example, we know this knower, this knowing, we know in meditation. If we do meditate, we are able to understand what that means. And when we do, especially when we do this analytical meditation, then that is the knower. That is actually the essence of consciousness.
다든다 나는 곰 잡제 수수의 셈 다보자도 버치고 다 줌진조 되다 단단히 되셔야지 이제 수수 셈라야 다보자네 다저다 다코 여러분 체인 수 쉐와 때문에 지체 다 쉐버스니디 나딜려가 되치고 나 미딜라 계제 디셰고 서로 야 미딩 알아 된데 라고도 미딩 알아 배야고 책도 선수 기우여셔 미딩 아 도자라고도 선수 기우면 다 두스 상마 쉐버러 두스 상마 쉐버러 봐 제가
When we are meditating, then our own consciousness dakba selbo shakire dakba
간데스
kirang ngatu susuki sem dakba gyap dakba
심 다고죠
dakbo gyap
다고죠 다고 말다 다고죠 무슨나
dakbo gyap
걸러고다
selbo tabori sangma
말 다고죠 무슨나 빼나 말을 잘라야지 여러와 등에 잘라봐 니 다고죠 그러 디마잖나 라도라
오케이 수수키 shakire
수수 다고죠는 책 갈라게 그래다 데 그래다 셈라야 따제식으로 해서 랍시나 다 따제식 셈디 라야 아니 딕주소로 해서 딕주소 딕주메나 아니 딕스는 딕주야고 요나 기우요레스 수수 셈디 야고가나 샤도 그레스 셈들의 딕주메나 아니 셈디 가사 골로 주신제 아니 동에서 그래서 다들
So when we are meditating ourselves, we know we can get an understanding from things, and if they are not pure, if they are not good, then they can cause suffering, and the other way around. So if it's the opposite, they cause us to be happy. So this is actually like when the consciousness is thinking, we are contemplating, I have to do this kind of work, and I have to say this kind of thing. This is actually when we know what the consciousness is doing there. So this is what the consciousness is doing. And so somebody is saying something bad to me, or somebody is saying something good to me. So if somebody is saying something bad to me, we become unhappy, and if somebody is saying something good to me, we become happy. And all of this is mind or consciousness. consciousness.
제가 샘디 당진치도 스나레 샘들 뒷죽서도 스나레로 샘래양 칼로 스나 여고도
Tharchin.
당지마다 다 당지를 비워 말아 당지세야디 다 칼로라 데 당지마라 당진가 실습나 당진치에서도 샘들라야 아니 뒷주야고 소네로 샘들라야 kum시야고 소로 뒷주야고 소로 kum시야고 소로 아니 샘들라 가스콜라 마담버시로 샘디 네거티브 촐라 마담버시 포지티브 촐라 다야시도 어디래 어디 디시용으로다
So the consciousness actually makes a choice. The consciousness is the one who says this is good and this is bad. So he's the one who's making a choice. He's the one who's making the habit of things.
다 디나라 디어랑아조 둠부 단다 디어 가서 알아서 다 셰바디 다 유라 배 주로데 소소라 소소 나오더나 아니 셈바디 가그레 와 소소 잘라 소소 가오로 주나 아니 데 셈나라 디기로 용으로 하다 소소 마가오로 주나 셈나라 마기우디 용고요로 하다 다데 상마 둠벌라 두실라라레라 두시 두시하고라 두시라라레기 요레스 두시 샤마샬.
So when our consciousness is seeing an object or seeing any kind of things, and for example it likes something, then we become happy, and if we don't like something we become unhappy. So all that is discrimination. It comes from the discrimination, these feelings.
그래서 두시딜라다 말아서 dundaungumang share na shire music tone daди ngazu semna la cho kharji na suzungane ba meeting ala gadin chambores ro ne midi ta susu ya ji nega bi digi na miduzula de na meeting ala pendo to sro meeting ala pendo buto meeting ala rogo cheshas 그 연대행이 차다 약을 줘질라 두시디 샤위나 아니 미디 통연드네 셈나 가보디 용으로 가보디레 사스나나 아니 콘도사고 말에 니지 로고시알레 펜도요 상모 야고 차로도
So discrimination, when we're talking about this, we did actually already last week, we talked about discrimination. All the feelings, they arise from discrimination. So, for example, when we see a human being and that human being is warm-hearted and it's benefiting us and it's helping, the person is helping us and it has good qualities and it's good to us, then that comes from discrimination. And if we do discriminate others like this, then love arises in us. We like them, and it will stop any kind of anger or pride growing.
제가다 딜라 두시샤나데라 아니 다 곰잖아요. 먼저 두유 고블야다 제곰스라고라 제곰데 개좀쇼래. 제곰스 제버쳐야 들어와. 당분에 쌤디 이초라샤도 야가 유다스로 녀그다데 중앙이었어. 동네 용어였어. 제zan다 제 나란라 동네에 되지고 말이 미신레 동네만 와야지 들어와. 어디 미규고라베 갸데즈 같이 전부 산다자. 아다 나라 야고용로시나 아 동네에 대상마담시 먼저 미신게 디둘레 삼르시다제 신라니 지 동네세야다 디기도야다 다 신도 좀 하나 수술에 거딘 첨부레스 거딘 첨부 긴장에 컨트롤 편도 가르치야도 로고 가르치야도 뒤시에 딘데지 샤비나 오늘서 쌤디 야심부 차르고 여러분 쌤디 가서 그냥 뭐 야심부유나 디지기 랑기와 신기와 상마 기우용 야구용 내가 있는 야구용이야 상마 쌤라라 얘기도 하러
So talking about discrimination, actually that we can analyze when we are in analytical meditation, and therefore this analytical meditation is quite important. So when our consciousness, our mind is in a good state, we have less suffering. But we do not only think about ourselves to have less suffering. We do not do that. What we do is we think about to stop the suffering of other sentient beings. So only to think, oh, I'm myself, I want to feel good, this is not the right thing. We have to think all sentient beings, all other people, I want to stop their suffering. And if we do that, then happiness arises in ourselves and it arises in other sentient beings. So we should arise this great compassion for this to happen. And if we do that, if we have this great compassion, or if we have this compassion, then we also think about how can I benefit other sentient beings. And if we do that, then our mind, our consciousness becomes very vast. So ourselves become happy, others become happy, if it's like that. And any kind of work we're doing, everything works well and goes well. All this relies only on our consciousness, on our mind.
네, 나처럼 갈래냐 갈래라고 디 줄도 알아. 저는 제르무신 인데 송요래. 그런 식도 하고 있지나. 셈바사나 하고에 셈바사나 사다 라미야 산스바. 하고에 식도.
셈바사나?
셈바사나 사다 라미야 산스.
사.
사다 라미야 산스바. 셈방에나 사단 라미앙스 셈방에나 셈방엠보요나 사단 라미앙스 탐제 셈바탈 라레소스 탐제 심나라리야 셈바탈 라레소스 책이 빼야고요. 제가 무슨
나 치키나 하쿠송나 탁치치키. So Tsongkhapa, he has a very good stanza, which I don't know exactly, and it's not so easy to translate it if you don't know it. So I tried to give the meaning. So he said, actually, if you have love, then the ground and the path becomes very well. Then anybody can
love ingi mare. Love re.
If you have compassion, if you have
sembasana.
If you are warm-hearted.
Warm-heartedness,
kind-hearted.
Kind-hearted. Better. Then kawadona
where you go is good.
Yago yoris mango yore kawaine kiwu yorista right?
So the path, wherever you go, everything becomes really happy, everything becomes good.
That somebody tukjayuna semangamba I kawadone kanginya yorista odila yore.
Okay, so when the mind is not in a good condition, is bad, then everywhere where you go also becomes bad.
진대인자 약보차다 독자차 상황 similarly 요래라고.
So good or bad, if we do something good or something becomes good or bad, that all depends on the mind, on the consciousness.
제가 쌤자리다. 누가 전부 쉬워리로 누가 전부.
So the mind is extremely powerful.
제가 인도에다 나랑서 곰자야디 쌤리야 정다리야 다 탑랑 약쇼들이다 한다.
So this to meditate, to know the mind, that is the best skillful method we have.
근데 인도에다 곰자고라 당도 드린 단다디 곰지자고라 두주 시름기 곰다 저런 상마 페이지 the yunde le nyonjo janjaresha to say jamochi ne to 상마 뭐마 딜레 산조레샤 세상에서 곰자고 스트로 곰데 쇼 두윤자디 니 자고스타 양자 곰디 디슬라고 말에 페진처럼 하고 그랬어.
So we all know actually how to meditate, and you all not new here, so it is not necessary to explain everything exactly like before.
다 곰디 너무 굴론 곰자인다로 굴론 곰자 굴론디네 드링이네 갑수 아나주 류가 이게 게와 차와 칸 제버디 신라 펜도 버식 지기 세야데 굴론 곰자시 어스로.
So first we are meditating now about the motivation, and what do we do? Actually we think, today with my body, speech and mind I will be doing virtuous deeds only for other-centered beings.
다 가고 검라 드린 한다 안다 굴론제로 다 드린내지 밀라 펜도지 신변지 굴론제로 세상디 셈디 다 누워쳐으로 와 신변 셈이세야 배 누워쳐으로 이제 셈 누워쳐뭐지 다 말한 탄다 유 텐제 그래서 굴론제로 왔단다 인다 디 가고 검스와.
So now we rejoice in our meditation. We keep on meditating and rejoicing in our meditation. And we say to ourselves, oh, I will only benefit all other sentient beings, and I have this powerful mind to do this. And in our mind, we create this motivation, and we rejoice in it that we are able to do it, and a powerful mind.
야, 나도 롱종이다, 롱종. 롱종 다시랑서 하고 오라. 우른츠 따라와. 우른부스 따, 우른부스 파다 시바시 주 다운디 수고 상마베. 수고지 남대ව 소르도서 봐. 릴렉싱 차서 온데, 르르 차서 온데. 다 계지주 셈 들어와, 셈. 근데 심바야베 타마 짱마 르르 시와 차서 장고레스.
So now we carry on with the breathing exercise, and it's a kind of mind training. So we keep our body straight, and at the same time we are relaxing. And the most important thing in there is our mind. So we have to relax our mind, and we have to keep it pure and clean.
당연히 우중 공쟁다와 제가 다시 봐 뭐시냐라 아니 우중 공쟁이 배야고라와 단도 우중 그 장가적 단당도 장가자고 서로 당부 장가 듄제와지 내려와 듄다 장가자신 거라 저는 우수 당파 당직 수당 파다니스 there's jokes down 그래서 jokes down 네 남도도 마야야를 체요레스 심남 다음에 태야도 그래 란신기 가도 그랬어 디유나네 셈디 세보차야라 펜도레스
So when we're doing this breathing meditation, then so this is when we get to know our own consciousness, our mind, and then now we can count the breath as well. So when we are counting, we can count up to 7, and we're counting breathing in and out as 1, and then breathing in and out as 2, and so on. And we're doing it when we are counting a little bit faster, because if we do it, we breathe a little bit faster, then the concepts, the conceptualization in our mind will get less, and the discursive thoughts will get less. So our mind wandering away will not be so strong anymore, and the mind will become clear.
When we count to 7, we start again. Once we get to 7, we go back down to 1.
7 and then stop and then just watch there. Yeah, just and then we can do another round, but 7, and then you can stop counting. Then at that time, watch what count you have in your mind. Watch digestion.
Digest, yeah.
아야다 양자 장거 찍네지 뉴시자직 사와직 야겠네로봐 장거 찍네 뉴시자직 뉴시자직 레스나나야 장가데 참샤 냐 간데시도 따 수수쌤데 간데시도 따 시대션을 리고
So now again we count this time up to 21. And then when we come to 21, we stop there and we watch our mind and we look at our mind. What is it like?
양결 당가 뉴시자지 직격으로 아니 디네 마 갸블라 뉴시자지 뉴슈 주고 접게스 마 접시 아니 제로 리그로 아니 당가 참시 아니 디네가라 수수 냠뇨 칸데스도 따시 되는 디고.
So again now we are counting up to 21, and when we get to 21, counting our breath, then we count down from 21, 21, 20 until we come to 0. And when we are at 0, we stop and we look at our mind and we see what kind of experience that is.
다 디네 심 다도가나 샤야디 로 다디 중나 당이 곰 장가 잡사니 잡사디데 심바 마 파베고 시장보르시도와 다게 가나 데투나 심랑 에소틱으로 아데메나 양고 치료를 다든데 담다 가르 권에 디기로 지우게 나래 모라게 나래 룽게 나래 룽게다이 나래 가리나 다지가나 심샤지 되나 디고.
So then now we put the mind into the present moment and we stop the counting, and our mind, our consciousness now, it became a little bit subtle and soft, and we can rest in that state if we have it. And if this is not easy, what we can do is we can listen to the external sounds, like maybe the sound of a car engine or a bird singing or the wind, and yeah, so that we can do now.
뭐야다 네온조 뒤뉴온조 제곰제로 제곰 단데 안조 제곰제빈다 단다베나 샤와가나 제비나로 와샤와 제곰다 주시 카와 잡는 디고라 나온조 샤와 모여서는데 단다지 갖고고 예외에서 오르시 직시기 위해서 시기매와 도야지 기부위에서 기부매에서 직도와 단단한 직 텐딩 주시도 다라로 와 쉐바 다라로 와 쉐바 다라로 와 단단한 직 텐딩 위에서 시도 다라 쉐바래 다디 쉐바 임발라 타제 그래서 디 쉐바리 샤스 나게 가는 심샤제로 단다기 직 텐딩 위에서 되거나 심샤 다디 데베 네즈가나 만도 마옹바에 만도체 디 약보르데 디 두자 레세 마가오체 다게가나 심데투비나 다디 제금체네야 심 네버 두고요 제금체베 타네 심 네야라 탑시 치고요로와
So now we're doing the analytical meditation, and so our consciousness, what this about contemplates now, so any kind of subject really. So talking about the subject which I know, or if I don't know the subject, or anything like that. if I'm happy, if I'm not happy. So that is actually consciousness itself. And what I remember now, and do I have this memory or not, if I have a memory or not. But what we do not do is we should not go into the past, and we should not go into the future, and we should not think this is good or this is bad. Instead of that, now we should abide, the mind should abide here.
Geshe-la, can you give an example of something to a subject?
그래서
Perna chik nang do nang.
그래서
Chucha.
심 다다월 그래 다심 다다월 대야디 변화 단당한주 치료라 주게 고도 나가 심샤 아니 심데 대외 내주 튕기도나 딜라만도시 단다 주디 깨디 가래도 시버체 야 마음바게 아니 디 가서 그래 자시든데 여러 안가던데 나 지지 제우 산이 지지 텔레 만들어셔 단다 지우기 깨디 가래도 상담 페이지 디아가 있어요.
So, for example, we should stay here in the present. One example is the bird. If you listen to the sound of the bird, so this is happening now here in the present, and you can listen to the sound of the bird and analyze it. But you do not go into the past. The bird is now here in the present. And when we're talking about the future, that is when you make plans. You make some kind of plans for tomorrow or the next week or so on. So also this is not that you should do. You should. So if you contemplate the sound of the bird, then you stay here in that moment, in the present.
아니 단다 그는 양데 내가 삼션을 내라 단다 당한저 누 상단데 수술이라 다인데 딱데 차울레기도 하대지 그래서 류데지 트럭이 차와들 레기도 히다디다 내가 지기도 와 점수 차와대 양알 차와 중스라 원에마 제네 류라 트럭이 레기도 트럭이 차오지 차와지 레용다 어디 간데스도 어디 간데도 대가나 심데도네 디교 이 디그라니 오데 소녀의 요데 쉐버리데라.
So now if we stop this a little bit, and for example now we can look at our body, and we can, for example, we can say there's some heat, some warmth coming into our body. This is normally when we're doing work or something like this is happening. So then there is a feeling of warmth coming into our body, and we can look at that and say, how is it? What is it like? And this is an experience of a feeling we have, and we try to understand this.
Okay. We did 5 different types of meditation. Motivation meditation and breathing exercise. I think there's watch our breath, or breathing exercise, or breathing meditation, which is very powerful. We are still breathing, and we have breathing in, breathing out. Usually we don't recognize, and if we more put attention or effort understanding our breath, and then your concentrations become more stable, and concentration more in your breath, and then you understand lots. For example, one thing is our breath, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing out, usually they're breathing in, the sound, om sound naturally. And then breathing out, they have sound, hum, And then breath live in our heart. At that time, ah sound. The reason usually say om, ah, hum, You're breathing out, breathing in, you do meditation, and usually they say hum, om, ah, We just listening, hum, just naturally coming, Hum means out, breathing out. The sound, breath sound with a hum sound coming. And then breathing in, the sound om, you can say om, ah. I mean, sit the breath, right? Never, sit,
Abide. Abide. Sit is also
abide, and your heart. At that time, ah sound, om, ah. And this is a very high practice. So, and you can apply this meditation, just listening. I think those people think, oh, this just breathing in, breathing, just looks like exercise. This is not really exercise. There are so many things that we can learn. And with this breathing meditation, helps you contemplate and understanding more real life, and understand our mind. We have the definition, clear in the knowing mind, consciousness definition. You do breathing meditation, and then helps you understanding about mind, and then first understanding our mind, and then understanding others' mind. We had one Lama, one Geshe in Kinsu. He's at Sarah, and he did this practice. I think he's most main practice. He had lots of different practice, and he understood watch his breath. I mean, when he died, he know future. He said, now I'm dead 2 weeks, 14 days later, I'm dead. Because I know now my breath he do breath counting one day, how long his breath gone. And he understood when he died. He offered this high practice, understand, and offer His Holiness Dalai Lama. This one, Geshe, etc. I think, and usually, and there are lots of traditions, in Tibetan Buddhism, Kilu, Satya, Nyingma, Kaju. I'm part of the Kilu. Most people keeping their secret, they're not showing. If they're dead, and then we know. A lot of time we never know, they're never telling. I think there's a little bit different. And some traditions are very showing public. Our traditions not allowed to show. This is Buddha already told. Not allowed to show your practice, especially monk. Because if you show this, some power, high realization, and people looking, I want this high realization, they're not walking ground. They're looking, I want this. And this making obstacle the practice. And also this Lama knows first watch his breath, and his breath go to which some people's cross the mind, breath go together, other people's mind, and he know other people's mind. It's called clear ones, right?
Clear mind.
Clear ones.
Clear ones.
And in this practice, breathing practice is very, very profound subject, also very deep. And best we do meditation, and then high, the Buddhism has to the tantric practice. Tantric practice, most important one is especially breathing meditation. Watch your breath, sound. This, ahum sound. You need to recognize. There are lots of practice, something like that. 제자한서 옥중 검자데 개점 샤스로 시 내 당보지래 펜도 첨부 아야 곰 내제 토부 리나야 다랑 자르스 곰디 자고레스로
So the breathing meditation is a very, very important practice. So even for the beginners, it's good. And also when we are more experienced, when we have these opportunities to do these meditations, it's very, very beneficial.
세상에서 다다 내 당보 있나요? 고 수수 대단ले 편도도 와. 누 대탄 편도도 와. 봐. 대탄하고라. 대탕, 루이 대탕. 대보다 루이 탕보.
오케이.
대탕라 대칭이.
So when we are doing this as beginners here, what is very important is that we keep our body in a good posture and straight.
There's a breathing meditation, I think, helps body's health. For example, blood pressure, diabetes, and food digesting, collagen. I think also blood pressure helps. I had this experience. After eating COVID, this vaccine, I got blood pressure. These vaccines present for me, and in my heart something big damage. I don't know. Before I don't have blood pressure. After that, I got blood pressure, sometimes very high. And then I do, if you have a high, and I do this breathing meditation. And check after the breathing meditation. 10, come down. Either 160, 150, 110, 90, lower ones, like this. 10 different. It's amazing, proving. Very powerful. But if some people are taking black pill, please don't stop. Me, you are a little bit different, you know. And then I have one friend, he has diabetes, etc. He had an experience like that. Every morning he do breathing meditation, every morning before the prayer. We had a monastery morning 6 or 5 o'clock need to go to prayer, and he get up 4 o'clock and he do something meditation. I say, what are you doing? He said, I'm doing breathing meditation. And say, what for? And then he said, oh, I have the diabetes. If I do this, and I can do Coca-Cola. He said, if I do this proper meditation, breathing meditation, then I can drink Coca-Cola. In the monastery, the monk are drinking, crazy drinking Coca-Colas. Stay drinking, stay there drinking lots of these Coca-Colas. Nowadays, I think a little bit recognized there are lots of diabetes, blood pressure, and because of hepatitis, because of another store there. Some those diseases. Hepatitis.
Habituated?
Huh?
Habit?
Yeah, hepatitis. Yeah, hepatitis.
Hepatitis. Hepatitis.
Hepatitis. Lots monk has. And then I think this is a connection, kidney and liver, They're drinking Coca-Cola is crazy. No cup, bottle, like that. Yes, I drink lots before, and then I saw how Coca-Cola is bad for body. We had they have some, you met my friend. He learned some modern sounds, and they organize a modern sounds education system, and then there are lots of professors coming to other lots different, especially come from Japan. One professor, and he hated the Coca-Cola, and we drinking crazy, and he said, "Don't drink." We never listening for him, And then he bring one dog teeth, dog teeth. And Norman show, you see this wet, yes. And he put in Coca-Cola. And he see next day, dog teeth become yellow. Yellow, little bit color change. And 3 days later, tooth looks nearly disappear, Tooth looks nearly disappear. And then he shows then at that time, then I recognize more. After that, I never ever drink Coca-Cola. I stopped immediately. He said, benefit zero. And I said, why the Coca-Cola, they already have some, they list, how affect your body. There's some list, he read, you can read. I asked him, where this selling affect for people's harm? He said, money. He said, money. Be very careful nowadays. And that time I recognized, wow, usually in food is medicine. Well, we learned this medicine, food is medicine. I believe this food is medicine. It's before, before all food is organic. Organic food is medicine. But nowadays, the food is not really medicine. Food is looks poison, And then I realized, wow, and I had a lot of headache. I had a lot of headache. But I love butter. I eat every morning jamba with butter, and butter tea. Headaches stop. One day, another professor came, and he showed the butter, some substance, butter, some substance, some small particles go with the blood. And then there are 1, 2, 3 catching together, and then blood movements block this making, and then headache. And he's very clearly explain, he show how to make 1, 2, 3, 4. This looks our bodies looks company, and the automatic company. It's interesting. Then I recognize, oh yeah, I think I eat butter. This reason I got a headache. Then I stopped butter. And then 2, 3 days later, I don't have headache, After 1 week, I had again headache. All of it, I stopped butter. I drinking sweet tea crazy, Maybe 4, 5, 6 cups a day, this cup, sweet tea, Indian sweet tea. So many sugar there, I don't recognize that, and then maybe after 6 years, I have still headache. I don't recognize this and just try to drink your water and put some cold water and can't do it, then I can take some painkiller, And those just maybe 6, 7 years later, I come here and I had inhabit and I had terrible headache here, And then people recognize you drinking sweet tea, sugar, and white rice, and white, and there's some sesame oils, or these oils, and then drinking this lots of milk tea, no butter, and the milk has some butter and creamy, And then she said, you making this headache, this headache, this headache. I eat something, I drink something, making whole go to my headache. And I told, okay, I will try to taste 1 month and you can choose. And I stopped she organized food. No sugar, no sugar. So they used some sweet tea, honey use, and then brown rice, and then chapati, similar flour, barley flour, no wheat, and brown something there. We call chapati, means it's kind of barley, no barley, with the skin, and then I stopped sugar. After 1 week, then I don't have headache. Then almost my headache's gone. Sometimes I have headache, I go out. And anytime I go out, I have headache. I don't recognize it, And one day maybe some people, the Julia, and she said, oh, maybe Geshe-la, you had dehydrated, you know much drinking water. We went together, and I had and she recognized I had dehydrated. And then, then I tried to, there's some, what called there, put something, dehydrated something, tablet.
Electrolytes.
Electrolytes. Also drinking water, lots of water and electrolytes. This helps me. And now I'm carrying all the time in my bag, this one, This headache. Now I don't have headache. You know, just more awareness of food, which food making your body affect. You can try slowly, and less suffering. This kind of listening your body, you know, which food making your problem. This kind of meditation for your listening your body, you know, which causes condition making you suffering, you know. And then exactly the same mind, you know. You can, some people say something, you don't hold. Zimba, don't hold. Their fears coming, they hurt something. You don't hold. Usually we say sound go here to go there here. You know, you have some English have something was.
In one ear and
Huh?
in one ear and out the other.
Yes, or this. In Tibet they say, you know, the yin and yang dance. Don't live here. You know, means don't holding. I think this is mentally listening. You know, some people say good, said okay, go finish. Don't thinking here. And some people say good, okay, go here. Doesn't matter. You are. We know we are. You know. 그래서 다 개정부로 심 두시샤한테 개정부로 왔어.
So the discrimination is really important.
다들 돈들 건다 많이 뭔가 따지셔야 될 것 같아. 알아서 나 들은 게 내가 논두 카레 제도로 아니 내가 주샤치 교바치 산이 진짜 미치니 배 dom심제 모르겠어.
Domsim?
dom심 진짜 미치니 배 dom심.
So in the evening before we are going to sleep, then also this is a very important time. So what when we think about the work we want to do, and so tomorrow I want to have a mind of restraint, domsim, mind of restraint.
You know, if we did something wrong, we need regret. You know, regret, and also. Best you can do purification, and then we can commitment. Tomorrow I don't want to do again this kind of, you know, negative. I think that's most important. And on the other hand, we did something meditation for good motivation meditation, and helping for people, helping animal, environment. We did something good things. And we need rejoicing. And also your family, your friend did something good. You can together rejoicing, right? Rejoicing. Jesuira, hello, Jesuira.
To rejoice, chikpare.
Kawa gombaro, Jesuira.
Jesuira.
Kawa gombadan Jesuira logaro. 가오고 써야 돼 rejoicing로 rejoice로 지수이랑 써야 돼.
To find something attractive, to be attracted to.
Okay. 아들 rejoicing 되고 질다고. 아니 then we need a dedication for our rejoice. Merits, you know, merits. Other people did some good, did motivation, helping people, helping animals, and then they benefit from some society or family. And we need this merit and dedication. We can do it together now. Okay. Then tomorrow I want to do more meditation, more helping people, and helping my family, friends, neighbors, and you can do something this. This is a daily meditation, morning to evening, you know. This looks like basic, but very advanced meditation. Especially, I told you before, breathing meditations. There are lots we can do, we can learn, and very powerful, which is very powerful. Okay, now we will do dedication for together. We did a meditation, and you coming here benefit, and we have some organized and organized. This all for only benefit for people. We don't have expectation, or our aim is only benefit for people, no other things. This married in the world become peace, and then Ukraine, Russia war needs to stop, and Middle East, Iran, America, Israel, the war needs to stop. You know, I think there's prayer, dedication, hubs. We can do this best, you know. And there are so many people who need medicine, they got medicine. Some people need food, they got food. Some people need a job, they find a job. Some people miss their loved one, they see their loved one. And especially all politics later, heart need positive compassion and love. I think it's more important. Okay, I can read some words, and please you can do dedication in your heart. Okay? Sonandi donje zekwaye komando ji yenda dene gadana donje no dene zewe zo le do ba do sho. Yawadi yudu da lama sanje do ji do ji jamalu adi zala go wa sho chanze o na chi shawa. Jesu rango jesu yawa jesu da ji so tamje zo be chanjo jembo chanjo simjo remboji. 마제바나 지유제 자와냐 바메와냐 콘데 원데 베오란 쇼스 땡큐